In this video, I'm going to talk about some of the features that you can find under View Submissions for your assignments. So when I go to Course Tools and go to Assignments, okay, if you click on an actual assignment, you can go in and actually view it, but I'm going to go into the chevron and I'm going to go to View Submissions. Okay. Now, in here, a couple things that I found that I thought might be nice. Obviously, you can go in and edit the assignment from here. You can go in and email users without submissions. So this one here, if I click on it, there's only one person in the course. So if I click on this, they've already submitted something, so it's not popping up with an email. But if I go back out to assignments and I go to a different assignment here, and I hit email users without submissions, you'll see that automatically will populate as a blind CC any students that have not submitted any work for this particular assignment, which I thought was kind of nice. Okay. Now, another thing that I found is obviously you can actually go into, let me go back to an assignment that has some attempts. Okay. One of the things that I noticed that, like right here, I can actually see, I can open the submission and I can see the date and time that the submission was made. And there is a trash can over on the side, so you can actually delete a submission. So if a student reaches out to you and says, oh, I submitted the wrong file, can you delete it so I can submit a second one? Maybe I only gave them one attempt. So you can go in and you could actually delete the submission. Okay. Another thing that you can do is go in and click on each submission and grade them from here. And then when you're all done, you can select all and go in and do publish feedback one time to all of them if you wanted to. Okay. Another thing that you can do is go in and select them and mark them as read or unread. Okay. That's what shows up as an icon with the little orange dot on it in the gradebook. So that was one of the things I had to manually go in and mark them all red after I had graded them all. This is a quick and easy way to go in and do it for the entire class. Another thing that I found in here is when I went to submissions, I can actually see a submission made by a Glory Fox that is no longer in the course. So if a student gets dropped for either non-attending and maybe they submitted something real late, right before they were going to be dropped, after you had already marked them for census, or a student withdrew from the class, you can still see their submissions. So you can actually go in and open it up and see, if you graded it already, you could go in and regrade it if you need to, or look at the grade. Okay, so this one was not graded. So I'm going to go back. Okay. You can also look at the submission log, and the submission log will let you know when it was started and when it was submitted in each case. Now these ones, the dates and times are the same because they were all done at very close to each other. And then you can have some other options at the top of whether, if you deleted something, do you want to restore it, things like that. Okay, so if you accidentally deleted one, you can go back. So I'm going to go back. Okay. I think that's about it. One more thing, manage exemptions. So if you're going to exempt a grade for a student, you can go in and manage exemptions, select the student that you're exempting, and then hit the exempt option at the top. And that would, not include that as part of the grades in your grade book. So if maybe you were doing maybe they were sick in the hospital and you were just going to say, forget it, I don't want to include this grade in there. Maybe you put a 0 in for them and you're going to exempt them from the assignment. So those are some of the things that you can actually do. Another thing that you can do in here is download a file or a submission for a student, so you can select them and download the file. So that's another option. Or you also have the email option, so you can go in and select multiple students and hit email. Okay, and send an email right from here without having to go out to the email feature on Brightspace. So these are some of the tools I thought you might find interesting.